Hi Anita, my name's Trudy. I'm a registered nurse and registered manager of a nursing home in rural Herefordshire. I was kind of in awe of you and frustrated in equal measures, I think, to be honest. I said, respectfully, I say that. When you asked, has anybody fed up of COVID, fed up of the last 3 years, disheartened, demotivated, devalued, etc., etc. I hear you. I'm with you on that. But I think it is going forward now, and it would be really great to be able to kind of talk about what we're doing, and I get it, you know, we all want to know where we're going from here. I am a mentor and assessor of pre-reg nursing students from Worcester Uni, and I absolutely, every single day, fly the flag for health and social care. I talk in schools and I talk at sixth form colleges, and I think if there was more people like me that were willing to stand up and fly the flag, because it is an amazing profession to be in. And yes, we're all overworked, we're all underpaid and all the rest of it. We can go on like that forever. I think we've been saying that for God knows how many years. But there's so many other wonderful things that are happening in our profession. And what I really, above all else, want to say is that nursing in our profession should not be, as it was always thought of, something that you're going to do while you wind down your career, or something to do while, you know, I don't know, to do nights or something. But I think there is so much more now that we have learnt from the last 3 years. I am a better person, I'm a better professional, I'm a better manager, I'm a better nurse because of COVID. I really believe that. And I think if we can just get that across to show people that there is this nursing and social care is still an amazing profession to be in, despite what, you know, and I don't want to get political here, what we see, what we hear, whatever. And I think there needs to be, and I don't know what the answer is, but there needs to be somebody up there flying the flag for this amazing profession, because I've worked in the health service, but I wouldn't want to go back. I want to stay in health and social care, or social care. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I wouldn't want to come away from this conference feeling, do you know what? I really want people to come away from this conference feeling upbeat and what can we do next, because there is 1,000,001 things that we can do next, and we need to do it.
Thank you. There's somebody just behind you as well.
Thank you. Yes, my question is to all the panel. It's regarding, because we, as a company, we have taken quite a number of certificate of sponsorships. So some of the challenges kind of were reflected in there when they talk about the buddying system. However, there is quite a difference in pay for us to ensure that we recruit ethically and we are compliant with the Home Office. So when we are saying we need to recruit, and we have recruited senior care assistants from overseas with transferable skills, and then we've got our workforce that are not the best paid workforce, and we are having to say to them, well, we want to buddy you up to actually introduce these people. Bear in mind, I'm Spanish. I've been through the experience myself, so I say with all the respect, not everybody comes with the same expectations and understanding as to what they're going to find. And as a company, we are doing a lot to do all that welcoming, onboarding, and so on. Thinking in terms of question, Anita, you've spoken about the culture, and I'm a firm believer of that. That's what we're trying to do in our company, is have that culture. How can we marry that up of trying to enthuse the existing staff to buddy up and introduce and induct? Because I really believe if we treated every member of the staff like we're never going to be able to replace them, and we inducted them properly, then we might more likely to get them to develop and to retain. But then how can you marry that up with the culture with the restraints that we have in terms of salaries? If anybody has got any ideas. Thank you.
I'm not sure whether I'm going to answer all your points, but what I would say is if there's a reluctance amongst our staff to mentor and buddy up with overseas staff, then we need to find other staff to do it, because those overseas staff that are joining us need to be welcomed, valued and supported. We need to understand why our staff don't feel that they want to do it. Are they seeing that overseas staff are getting something that they're not getting? So we need to look at ourselves to see, are we offering our staff the right opportunities, and give them some reward so that they feel that they're valued and that they want to do it. So in my organisation, COVID hit March the 27th, 2020. By June the 26th, I was saying to the staff, right, okay, it's here, but let's get on, let's start doing audits and this. And they're going, but COVID's here. And I was going, yeah, but we're going to have to learn to live with that, let's move on. That was 2 months down the line or 3 months down the line, and staff weren't ready to move on. But now they are ready to move on, and I've had to put in leadership development programs to really give them something to focus on and to say, I value you, let's move on. We now have overseas nurses from India, we have them from Zimbabwe, and they're loving it, and they're wanting to stay, and we're investing in them, even though they've only been with us a few months. So I think, don't flog a dead horse. If there's people that aren't on board, find a different set of people to help, and then people will come round, and then you'll succeed.
My thoughts are in line with, I've forgotten your name, Trudy. Here, there's an element of creating a positive environment, and where there's a positive environment, and people will want to help, they'll want to share. But that then gets back to Anita's presentation, that actually to create a positive environment, you need to address some issues. And so it's finding the right balance of those two things, and encouraging people to love what they do, but also creating an environment where they are able to love what they do. And I think once you do that, then people will want to buddy and share and that kind of thing.
I probably don't have an answer for you, but actually it's just really interesting for me to see the differences and the similarities between acute care trusts and for you guys in the care homes, actually, because we have the similar issues. And actually what we're finding is people are coming in, because obviously I work in an elder care ward, and then that's quite a good, links very closely to care homes. But we're finding is that actually recruiting overseas nurses, we have a really high retention, really high recruitment rate, really high. I think, I don't know the percentage, but I know that I'm a minority as a Brit on my ward, a massive minority on my ward, and I think that's amazing. I really love that about our ward. But most people leave within a year and go somewhere else. And we're trying to figure out why that is, and we don't know whether it's the environment, whether it's the lack of support, whether it's initial support, but then maybe we lose it after a few months. So I'll think about it myself and learn something as well, but I think that's the problem we're having as well.